So here's where we got. We got through the intro. And we game is paused. We saved this little halfling guy. There were a bunch of bandits making this halfling guy make dinner. And that's where we got to. And that's it. That's all we've done. We haven't even got to town yet. But since I went a little over on Twitch, I didn't get to fill my water. So I know I just started the real stream. I'm going to run and fill my water so I have something so I don't start hiccuping all night. And then I'll be right back. So here's the only problem. Let me know, for instance, MA, whatever account I just made you a moderator on, if you switch channels, that account is no longer a moderator. So you'll have to let me know which one you are going to be using, and I can make it a moderator. Let me go fill my water, and I'll be right back. Hey, there we go, Lord Orochi! And Squig, for some reason, Squigbit is a moderator still. So, oh, that's because he didn't change channels. He actually changed his account name. Squigbit, that looks awesome. We'll be using this one as the one I use for things I watch. Excellent. Excellent. And then Gunn got his. I wish we had VIPs, because Topher was never a moderator, but he was a VIP. And I wish I had something like that. I always just assumed Topher didn't want to be a moderator because he's never said anything about it. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Okay. I'm hoping this is working out pretty well for everybody. There we go. Sorry. Body and tea time. How do you change your name? Let's see. MA just said the name is the name on the account you're currently connected to with Google. So you can change it by clicking on your account icon in the top right corner, and then click Manage Your Google Account, and you can change your name in there. All right, so here we are. We've got brand new Smeech here, enjoying himself.
Can do.
Whoa. So my headphones, these headphones are so much louder than my glasses. It's crazy. Troubleshoots chat settings for stream viewers. I think that would go over pretty well. Christopher Elder Gun. Love it. Yeah, how do I... Is there not a quick button? Is there not a quick button to change what weapons I'm using? I am going to have to figure out sometime soon. If you decide to watch in Discord, I gotta figure out how to make it not be backwards all the time. Double speed. Oh, it's not backwards for you, just backwards for me. Only, and it was only appearing backwards in Discord. On YouTube, it appears fine.
Can do. Leave it to me.
Okay, this is great. Ooh, how do I get to that guy? Let's take a look. If you look at me in Discord, it's not backwards. Okay. No. I have like it's Smeech. Smeech is... Ooh. Whoa, there's a wolf. We picked a girl's voice because Smeech is supposed to have a more childish voice. God, I totally thought it was gonna be. I totally thought it was going to be, and then we suddenly got... Because here's the thing, I thought I was going to have to get like 3 Elder Scrolls to kill the dragon. I got 1 Elder Scroll, went to the afterlife, killed a dragon, finished the story. Done. And then we kind of talked about it a little bit and decided to go ahead and spin the wheel instead of doing the DLC, which I'm still going to do the DLC. But we decided not to do it on stream. Not tonight. There will be a way to do that. I just have to get commands for points and a bot set up. So I have a Stream Elements bot, and I've got to get points set up so that it works through there. And we'll be able to go back and do that. So that stuff will still end up working out. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get it to work. And we can bring back the quest. Maybe. Is that something people are interested in? It's been... Man, that game has been a long time ago. Remember, you have 1 million points? I think I can look it up. And transfer it. Okay, that one's dead. Everybody fight this.
Just say the word.
I forget I should always use my special attack because they regenerate after each combat. Storyteller CJ! What a great way to end my birthday! Good evening! Happy birthday! I'm sure and trustworthy. Gotcha! Absolutely what must have been 1 million.
That's how it's done. Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
We got lots of stuff. What is... Wait, oh, that's just a piece of wool. I hope you had a good birthday.
Leave it to me.
Subiversary Day, even though my renewal date wasn't until 6/20, so now I'm not sure how Twitch decided that. Weird. That is weird. Is there a way up here at all? There we go. Let's see if the AI can figure it out. Nope. Does not look like it. All right, well, we'll forgo going up there, I guess. Ended with steak dinner and ice cream cake? All of the above sound amazing. Free donuts? Who can beat that? The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbage, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Okay, I think we can go out to the world map. Can we do that? No? No, we have to be close to the edge of the map to do that. You can highlight items to click with tab. Okay, hold on. Let's go back in. Oh, hello. That's cool. Thank you for letting me know that, because I totally would have missed this. And hey, so Matt, are you oh. Okay, those were not the same line. I thought you were accidentally double sending everything. It's the birthday song. My dear Nonton, please be safe. Know that, whatever happens, I love you still. I don't feel I need to take that with me. Northwest to Gihren's Grasp, south to the Gilded Vale. It is weird to. Would you rather I keep saying MA? It's, of course, MA was weird enough for me when it was not Gareth or something like that. In my head, it was Gareth for a very long time. True. Okay, we are in town. Honestly, don't care. Whoa, they've been hanging people left and right and center and all the way around the tree.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Oh, geesh. He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. I feel at home already. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
I don't even know what a Hollowborn child is.
An infant born without a soul, of course.
What?
Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Demand to be... Oh, wait. I put in 5 years plus. So as a grandfathered in person, I demand all privileges and rights that are owed to me for still being here. Or is it fist banging on a table? I totally missed it. I'm sorry. You have as many rights as I can give you. For now. More to come as we get the bot set back up. That's what I get for relying on Twitch's built-in. Twitch had all that point stuff built in, and we stopped using a bot when we did that. So once I get the bot all set up, we'll be good to go again.
You, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
I might have a curse. I don't know if I have a curse, but I might have a curse. He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward... All these people were cursed?
His
Come on.
lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
I feel like this guy is a jerk. They lure you in with easy, sexy options like 70% royalties. Then they bind you with nasty shackles like exclusivity. Don't want to do that. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a... No, I don't want to say that. He'll hang me from the tree. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. That tree over there, Urgit doesn't even look over his shoulder. Yes. Not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radric banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him, and while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. All kidding aside, yes. We've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Raedric finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. He points to the body. Yo, I see you though. I see you though, Hooded Squirrel. Even if you're the only one over there. That will make it tougher. I'm so sorry. I still gotta figure this out. Latest was an animancer from the Valen Republics who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. Sir Elder Gun shall keep peace in the realm. Excellent! I love it. Orochi and Storyteller CJ, you have your icons. Everybody else just has a letter. I've been feeling strange ever since a close call with a Bioac. I still don't want to say that. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Ingwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bareth have mercy. We certainly have. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. I guess we'll say this. I don't want to tell him that I'm sick. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Drywood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. What does that even look like? Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wyden's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. Lord Raedric's decree may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. Okay. Welcome back, Squigbiz! Ooh! MA, I can totally see your icon now. I've been feeling strange. I guess I'll say
Whatever
this.
your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate.
Ouch!
After she failed Lord Raedric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
I hope I get to kill this guy.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My
Whoa!
advice, however,
Watch your
is
language.
to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Kill all the guys. Okay, goodbye.
Keep out of...
Uh-oh. Oh, does that mean the baby was born?
Listen.
2 tolls. Let that be the last. 3.
Oh,
Gods
no.
have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Raedric. I fear Lord Raedric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
This is when it gets good? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. Sets a steady gaze on you. If he attacks me, I'm gonna have to run. Don't threaten me, little man. That's not a very speechly thing to say. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. The thing I like most about this game is it doesn't shy away from being dark or blunt. Evidently not. Like, it's starting out rough right here from the start. I like it. All right. We are looking for an inn. That's a windmill. Smithery. That's a tree. Temple, road. I don't know what an aloth is. The inn. There it is. And what's up this? Okay. Where are you going? Oh, he's got to go all the way around there to get to it. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the rains. Can I talk to this guy?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
You can introduce me to dead. Strange way to talk about your dead. Half the town's up there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Oh, man. You love him? He doesn't have much to say to me yet. Okay, we are headed... Where to? Down here. Angry townspeople. Aloth. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. He's the best part. He's gotta step it
I
up.
meant no offense.
He's got things to say, I'm
Let's
sure.
put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Uh-oh. This looks like it's not gonna go well.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You've got a lot of gall mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirans? 3 guesses who the elf is? The one not dressed like they just went and killed some sheep.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cockspither!
Oh no! Oh my goodness. Oh, you mean the voice? I have no idea.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said.
Oh,
Leave
I'm pretty
night
sure you
well.
did. Oh, is he got like some multiple people living in his head?
That's where you're wrong.
The elven woman draws a blade. Oh, no. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking? I'm not going to take that from him, are you? Let's say this. We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Well, I just got to town and now I'm killing people. This is unfortunate.
Just say the word.
Methinks this will not go well. Who should we start with? Let's just start here. Chupa thingy! What are you doing up there, buddy? Get down here. I need a tank. That's so Smeech. Smeech is always in trouble. I have very few hit points, so let's hope this goes over okay. Smeech has been engaged. Target destroyed. Smeech's target is dead. Did you ever think he'd come down here and help? Oh, Smeech killed that poor angry townsperson real quick. Butlers shouldn't buttle alone. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face. Poor Smeech,
Not
just getting to
quite how
town
I
and now
hoped
he's
to
in
get to
trouble.
know the neighbors.
Let's picture a very
Thank you
well-known
for your
actor
timely
with
assistance with that
usually long hair and
awkward
manages to get
situation.
every single role for most video games right now. Nope, can't think of anyone. You're mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
That's right, I'm not from around here. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusor, at your service.
Aloth! Tell me about yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an
Some
adventurer
verbal components
by
for Vinwar's
necessity.
spells?
I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland.
With
of
my
the
totally
Adir Empire.
spontaneous
Both of my
one-liners.
parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
That's bad. That's bad. When you smell so bad, Smeech judges you. You've got a problem.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Griffin ruins. Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Nothing. Several hooded figures. Smeech is also a little bit overly honest sometimes, but he's also not smart enough to, or not dumb enough to, like, just say, hey, I'm cursed. Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh. And gives another target advantage. That's great.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
I can't wait to play Smeech again. I just can't. That's going to be so good. I do manage to find myself in rather interesting predicaments. Never has more honest words been spoken. Just how did you manage to cross these three drunks? I should get going. What are you doing in
Excellent
Gilded
question.
Vale?
I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
A massively OP first level spell. See, man, Strixhaven's a good supplement, isn't it? I have not read it yet. I'm also a settler. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls. Sure.
Indeed.
I guess I
The
am.
local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists.
It's a
He has rid
reaction?
himself of them almost as desperately.
Yeah, that seems really OP. He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. You don't exactly look
Begging
like
your
a settler.
pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Indeed.
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Well, that's probably true. People tend to do that. Oh, you did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sisters. That. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. But it happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. Okay. Just finished Ravening War. 3 of the party members have it, and man, did they abuse that spell enough to make me consider banning it from any game I run. Sheesh. That's... At least it's a first level spell and not a cantrip.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the
Wait,
upkeep.
the inn doesn't even have an owner?
Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
All right.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Just
gonna
say
be-
the word.
We're going to be a league of extraordinarily unwanted people.
Can do.
Whenever they come out with Secret World Tabletop, we definitely should do a playthrough. Well, we should definitely run an adventure or two. I'd be very... When it finally comes out and I can get a copy of it, I will be very happy. Very happy to run it or play it, either one. Anyone seen Pearly around? He's usually drinking his head off this hour of the day. A one-shot live. See, we can do it. We can do it.
Welcome.
Oh. Hello and welcome to the... The innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tinfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Aw. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Yes. Ugh. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tinfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So, what would you like? I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Whoa, I gained a bunch of experience, I guess. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Do all the X and make my shotgun throw monsters across the room. I think it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have fun with it. I may have to play some more Secret World Legends when I get the books, just to give myself that little kick. You know, if it's still running at that point. Illuminati! Dragon all the way, man. Tinfrith's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Really? Seems like it wouldn't be. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today. She sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge, I'd like a room. Can we see what you have for sale? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. We have the finest cook in Drywood. Okay, what do these things do? +2 Constitution, +1 Perception, +5 Max Health. Okay, food is going to be an actual important thing, isn't it? 10 Max Endurance, 1 Constitution, 1 Perception for 150 seconds. The question is, can I sell things? Rooms, recruit adventurers, a level 1 adventurer, Store. Retrain your character. And party management. Let's see. Can we sell? That's the question. We'll sell this scale armor. Does she have a limit on money? So I have tons of things we could sell. Too bad they don't last the day. I think you need to drag the stuff to the bottom. $4.3 million of 6.2 million towards 82. Time to see how much I can knock out tonight. You got this. So the food doesn't last longer than a day. So if I have 6 of the, like, if I buy 6 of these, I would have to eat them very fast. Ooh, now I have lots of money. I wonder if I should keep some of this stuff in case I end up with a, like, maybe I keep a battle axe and a shield or a mace. I should definitely keep a wand, but I don't need, I don't see why I would need 4 hatchets. Or like 3 longbows. Small shield is worth 5, that's 5. 8 deflection, 12 deflection. Let's take this back. Now we can get a room. So 1 + 1 perception + 1 mechanics. If I stay in the laborer's rest, lasts for 2 rests. Or you can just stay in the common room for free. +2 resolve. Uh-oh. Are we having nightmares? Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until its sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open. They are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. The party gained 464 experience. Congrats, we gained a level. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. And we've got our laborer's rest bonus. All right, we've got 6 more skill points to spend. So we are going to put another point into mechanics, and a point into survival, and a point into lore. We've got a class unlock, a ranger ability, Swift Aim. The Ranger gets into a speedy and fluid offensive rhythm, reducing accuracy but increasing fire rate and reload time with ranged weapons and attack rate with melee weapons. That's kind of nice. Speed is instant. User plus 20% plus... Okay. -7 accuracy, though. I don't know if I love that. Marked prey. Designates a single target as prey, giving the Ranger an animal and animal companion a damage bonus against the target. Once per encounter. So it's Hunter's Mark, basically. It's a second Hunter's Mark, because we could steal the one from Druid later. That'd be really nice for boss fights. Predator's Sense heightens the predatory instincts of the Ranger's animal companion, giving them a damage bonus on any creature suffering a damage over time effect. So if Chupa Thingy attacks anything that I have put a bleed on, plus 50% damage. That's kind of nice. And then lastly, Vicious Aim. By lowering attack and reload rate, the Ranger is able to take more careful aim, giving them increased accuracy and damage. So we get minus 20% attack speed and minus 20% reload speed, but 10 points of accuracy and 20% range damage. So it's basically the exact opposite of Swift Aim. I think we're going to take Predator Sense. Chupa Thingy's going to do all the work for us. And that's all we get at this level. We don't get another ability, I guess. Alright. Let's see what he can do. He is... I don't even know what he is. I haven't even seen his character sheet yet. Some kind of caster of some sort. He's got a lore skill of 7 already. I should probably give him a point in stealth. But he's a wizard. Lore seems like a good thing for wizards. So let's... Unused points will carry over. He doesn't really need to be stealthy. Since unused points will carry over, I'm going to just save it. Now, level 2 spells. He gets 2 spells. Oh my goodness, there are so many spells. What should we go here? Rolling Flame. Creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burn damage on anyone in its path. I don't like that, because every time I have something like that, I end up accidentally using it on myself. Which is not good. Ray of Fire. Creates a scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target, inflicting continual burn damage to the target and anyone caught in the ray. Again, that was the way I killed myself a lot when we played Baldur's Gate. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. Okay. Infused with Vital Essence. What's that do? Use the caster with Vitality, giving them a temporary increase to maximum endurance and health. What is Fetid Caress? The target becomes paralyzed, afflicted with boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupt from their skin, sickening those nearby. Terrible. Horrifying. This looks like a blind. Yeah, it's an AoE, though. AoE blind. That might not be bad. Finally got around to leveling your crafters. Weaver is now 86. Congrats, Squig. Corrosive Siphon. Eats away at the target's spirit, inflicting corrosive damage and converting that essence into endurance for the caster. It's a 2nd level wizard spell. AoE drains... corrode damage is endurance over so many seconds. I'm thinking that sounds fun. Combusting Wounds. Burn damage over time. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting... It says enemy wounds, so that might be a targeted AoE. That would give us some defense. Binding Web could be good since we're all ranged, I think. Stuck in a web for 3.9 seconds. Creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction. That's an interrupt. Confused for 6.5 seconds. Accuracy plus 10 versus will. And then what are our level 1 spells? Parasitic Staff. Creates a glowing quarterstaff of pure energy for the wizard to wield, granting a bonus chance to hit and giving the wizard endurance with each successful strike. Oh, I kind of like that. What about Ghost Blades? Calls a field of unearthly blades into existence, inflicting immediate pierce damage and a hobbled affliction on targets in the area of effect. I like that too, actually. I might take that. I'm going to take that. There we go. We got 1 first level, 1 second level spell. We didn't see what Mirrored Image just does. Creates duplicates of the caster, distracting enemies. Might wish later that I had taken that. We'll see. All right,
How
so
do you do?
I need to go to the kitchen and talk to our new friend. Oh, he could have a rapier also. This is story mode, right? So you're good either way. True. True. We are playing on I'm a tiny little baby mode. I went the wrong way to get to the kitchen. I'm assuming that's like a stealing icon. I don't want to steal from anybody. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. So did I learn the recipe? I don't know how to make stuff yet. Spoons hanging by the fire. Okay. Crafting. Food. Duck's own beef loaf. I can make that. What does it do? 10 endurance, 2 might. I can make chicken. 2 constitution, and I can make stew. Which is 10 max endurance, plus 1 dexterity, plus 1 perception. That's pretty sweet. That is a nice looking thing. And do we know any potions yet? No. Okay, so we still have visions and whispers. We're still seeking help for my condition. Find the dwarf woman from the dream. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to go find the dwarf woman from the dream. She was hanging in the tree, I believe. Oh, she's glowing. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Okay, let's do it. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you. Just like Smeech, always touching some dead... Oh, terrible. Terrible.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost?
Oh, man.
It is both, I think. Yes?
Let's see. Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
Okay. How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What happened to you? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble
Yeah, Lord
pittance.
Radric doesn't seem like a very nice guy.
I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
There's something wrong with her windows? I don't... Why would you want to test her valence? Okay, tell me, what did you find?
Nothing at all. A healthy woman,
I
head
figured
to
as
toe,
much.
blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Oh, okay. I had other questions.
Of course, dear.
She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Yes, this happens to me every day.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Okay, what's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many
Like,
animancers spent.
am I going to get a
studying such
vampire
things.
slayer?
Not I, no. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
When I was still alive and not hanging in a tree.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on. And those souls roam the world, same as
Okay.
you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
So that explains how I saw the ghost earlier, right? I saw the ghost, and we pledged to get vengeance for him. Well, justice. Justice for him. Different thing.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
Okay, what do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprout from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you
Okay, we gotta
much
go find
more than
Mayorwald,
I.
it looks like.
A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black
Kadnua.
Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Okay.
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade.
Oh, well, that's good to
Cold,
know.
I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me now.
You said souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success.
Oh. Well, you know, there are only a few things that are certain.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldera closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surrounding seems to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Smeech was granted Crucible of the Soul. Aloth looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you all right? You seemed lost just now. We gain some more experience. This happens a lot. You'll have to get used to it. That's good to know. But I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. Death and spaghetti shoes. Everyone should have spaghetti shoes. Now I want to go 3D print myself some spaghetti shoes. He gives you a sly grin, and I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about the Watchers? Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. He coughs. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue on. Travel to Cadnua. Well, what else can we do while we're here? I feel like I should talk to Deer or whatever his name is again. Maybe he's got more to say now.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19.
Oh,
Don't think I'd
no.
put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved. The dwarf woman.
I
I'm
like
trying
him.
to figure out whether to
He's
count
got a
her
good
as
sense
full
of humor.
person. I think you oughta.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? The fact that I went up and touched the dwarf woman? The second voice in this game? How many voices does he have in this game?
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her.
Gallows
Twice I
humor.
refilled my pipe.
Literal.
You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack, I took you for a Radric at first.
Half of your party is now... Well, I mean, there's only 2 people in my party, so it makes sense. I guess like 5 accents. Let's see. Do you know what a Watcher is? I've been out of sorts. Impossible. Don't drool. I don't drool half as much. Ha! So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead.
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be.
Wait, who is this game made by? I can't remember who this game is made by.
Of course,
But
seeing you with
they
that
need to
funny
make a
look,
Fallout
I'd be
style,
halfway
like,
inclined to believe
post-apocalyptic
you were
game.
having some kind of communion with that dwarf.
But like Fallout 1 and 2 style.
Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all.
So wait, aren't they?
No
Didn't they?
offense.
I just want another classic Fallout game that plays like Baldur's Gate. I've wanted one for a very long time. I love the new Fallout games, don't get me wrong, but I would still like to have a classic. They are one of the companies that made Baldur's Gate. Okay. Hey! Now that I'm talking about it, since I'm just talking about it real quick, there is a game coming out for the Atari 2600. There's a game getting ready to be released for the Atari 2600. One of my old friends from back in my game development days is the president of a studio that made it, called Graphite Labs. Mr. Run and Jump. That's what the game is called, Mr. Run and Jump, and it is being released on an official Atari cartridge. It's also going to be coming out for Xbox and stuff like that. But there you go. Just wanted to say. Black Isle, Obsidian, and Interplay. More Fallout 1, 2, yes. I loved Fallout 1 and 2 back in the day. Oh yeah, BioWare. Old BioWare. I'm not 19 after all, because I am. You think you're going to be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Oh, man. Got involved. Redrick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Redrick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman. He steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later. If not for plotting against Redrick, then for protecting me. Why does the town don't like you?
That's what it
Oh,
comes
no.
down to. Used to be a lot of Vathus worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts.
Oh.
My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
Yeesh.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly.
Just no
especially
power
after
armor.
the Legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because
I
I
mean,
fought.
yeah.
Then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedrick's men come, they got no
Raedrick.
problem doing
Why
the
do I
pointing.
keep saying Redrick? Aloth glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. He's drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Someplace called Cadnua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed.
I think I can have 5 people in my
That was
group,
back
right?
when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And a strange one at that.
I mean, I am green.
But truth be told,
This guy's a good
I
tank.
might be the only one in
thought he
town
was a
who wouldn't
ranger
feel some relief
with
seeing
that
me
bow on his
swing
back.
from that tree.
But I could use him as a tank, which is what I would need. If he can be set up as a good tank, that's how I'll use him. It'll be better than having Chupa thingy try to tank. There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Tilts his head forward and gives you a pointed look. All right, let's get going then. Now we have a third person, and he's got a lot of health. So let's see how he is equipped. Okay, he is. What? What is he? Can I just see his character stats? There we go. He's a 3rd level fighter of the Meadow Folk. He's a drywood farmer. Nice. Wait, Smeech reputation's benevolent 1. Party reputations, Gilded Veil, ally, faintly good. Interesting, I like this. That's cool. So we got a 3rd level fighter now, so he is a good tank. He's set up with he does have a bow if we needed it. But he also has a saber, 15 to 22, and a medium shield. Hold up. Is that what this is? Also a medium shield? Yes. It's a average speed, 15 to 22 slashing damage. Okay, so yeah. That's going to be better than anything else I've got. Wait, hold up. Can you... Wonder if he can use that wand. That guy. A rapier is a fast weapon, 10 to 14 piercing. A wand is a fast weapon, 10 to 15 piercing crushing. And this is a fast weapon that's crushing. It's just for popping people in the face. 82 and 28% to 83. Is this your last class? How many more classes do you have? Or is this just your Astro? Astro is your least favorite class. Yeah. Tab out here for just a second. It doesn't look like I've still got anyone in Discord, and I'm not sure it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to close that out. All right, Orochi, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, there. Now I can see everything again. I hope to see you again soon. What was this? This is a tattered journal. I don't know if I actually need that. And what is this? It's just some hides. I don't know if that can be used to make something. It doesn't say it's for crafting. All right, we're going to head out of town. I could stop by the smithy.
Can do.
Just to see if the smithy has anything that we want. Although it's probably closed for the night. Ninja and Bard will be slower because it take more than a minute to find. True. It will. I bet that does slow it down just a little bit. Able to coast on my good looks alone. You are a potato. You could go do the infinite tower thing if you wanted. That guy has a real name. Oh, these all have real names. Nope, you don't. Oh no. Oh no. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's souls. Voices from the past seem to call out to you. You see a man, crouching, surreptitious and alone. A series of untamed shrubs, all that hides him from the vision ahead. His eyes are locked on a Delimgan, beautiful and terrible, eyes half-lidded as she hums. A bird with fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder. What's a Delimgan? I don't remember. Trilling gently, and the man is entranced. Trembling, tentative, he stands, and the tranquility is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Delimgan half smiles, beckoning with twig-like fingers. On a Saturday or Sunday, the queue is rarely longer than 10 or 15 minutes, and you can do fates. True. True. She does not speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sounds of awe and admiration. She waits, coy and tempting, with and with agonizing slowness he is before her. Then something changes. She sees something hanging limply from his side and begins to hiss. Fingers suddenly claws and eyes black with hate. He has no time to reach for his axe or grimoire as she strikes, and just as soon as she strikes, she is gone. The only evidence of her existence, the shuddering wreck on the ground. He grabs at his grimoire nevertheless and begins to chant, but the words of a magical language of his own imagining scribbled in a maniacal shorthand ring hollow, and the silence continues unabated. He turns and shrugs at someone or something, but if there is something there, you do not see it. What was that? Another one. As you near, you feel a vibrant history containing the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. You see a group of adventurers surrounded by a crowd of attacking Zorips. This man is with them, seemingly unconcerned by the battle, even detached from it, as he stands in the middle of his comrades, chanting, his expression bordering on elation. His voice is powerful and deep, booming out across the combatants as a rich counterpoint to the chaos of their fighting. With every phrase, the battlefield changes. His allies glow with a pulsing blue light, freezing the Zorips that surround them. A blazing pyre erupts from the ground, cutting and burning the creatures and sending them scattering. One of the fallen Zorips suddenly explodes as 3 giant grubs crawl from its corpse and attack the remaining enemies. The man continues to chant, thoroughly enthralled by the joy of the moment. Finally, the creatures have been reduced to 1. His allies stand back as the man approaches it, still chanting. He removes his hammer and swings it at the Zorip. His phrase ends as the hammer connects with its head, punctuating the spell and bringing his song to an end. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to use, like how I'm going to make use of this information, but it feels like it's important information to have. This Amaua man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in a smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. Well, show me. Of course, you won't find finer anywhere else. Let's see what you've got. Jenna's Lamp. Oh, really expensive things. Really expensive, and then less expensive. So this stuff up here is I don't know what the color means. I'm assuming that yellow background behind it means something. Increased reach of Constitution +1, reliable. Hold wall. Look at these damage numbers. A warbow. We can switch to a warbow. 15 to 23 piercing damage. It's not as fast as my hunting bow, though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I think I'll wait until I've got something maybe enchanted or something. We've got a minor ring of deflection. Minor ring of protection. Blunting belt. Pierce DR bonus. / DR bonus. Those are expensive, but I just wanted to look at them. And capable withdrawal. Bronze horn figurine. A rope and grappling hook. I should buy some just plain old adventure gear, shouldn't I? Like, it seems like we've got some lockpicks. A rope and grappling hook seems like it would be a good thing to have. And maybe a pry bar would be a good thing to have. And then we could sell some stuff to make up for it. Not a lot, but there we go. All right, we got our adventuring gear. It's like we're actually playing some D&D or something here. Now, we're going to leave town. Before we go, let's grab this flower. Now, we're heading to Cadnua. But let's go to Magran's Fork first. I'm assuming I can't just go straight there. No. Looks like I have to do one at a time. We got a wolf. Okay, something disengaged. That wolf did not last long. We want to thoroughly explore the maps, right? It's Folmar. Oh, hello there. Begging your pardon, but you gave me a good fright. I thought I heard something rustling through the brush. Suppose that was just you. Silly of me. Don't suppose you happen to need some supplies? I thought I'd make my way over to Madmer Bridge, but I'm starting to think I'd be better off heading back to town and getting a few more folks together. Better safe than sorry, right? Say, did you hear something? It's a wolf.
This fight is mine.
Okay, my level 3 warrior is tough. By every star in the sky, thank you. Topher, thank you very much for the heads up. I've never seen these be so bold before. Strange times we're in. Here, take these. I'm headed back to Gilded Vale for certain. You can make better use of them. 3 potions of minor endurance. Excellent. Yes, I like it. Oh, I might have got in over my head just a little bit here. It's a good thing my tank is tanky.
That's it!
You're mine.
There we go. Whew. These wolves are too easy, DM, you suck. Those wolves were a bit easy. I expected that to be more of a challenge when I saw how many there were. Okay, what is this ruin we've got over here? A will-o-wisp. Immune to disease, ground, hobbled, poisoned, prone, sickened, and stuck. Remember watching a TT about a dude DMing for his kids and their friends, the Curse of Stratholme? Interesting. I know, so I happen to know a lot of people right now whose main group is made up of themselves and their children, their main gaming group. The kids fed the wolves and turned them onto their side and end up killing Strahd in the bar. That's funny. So they were doing Ravenloft. Goblin King, as a legendary action, can summon 1d4 minion wolves. Now, minions in 5th edition, or they like minions in 4th edition, where they basically are just like, those would be goblins with 1 hit point or something, or wolves with 1 hit point. That's gonna cast lightning at me.
That's how it's done.
They don't actually exist, but yeah, that'd be the con. Oh, okay. Do you guys just hop from game to game? Is that a lifestyle of tabletop? So no. Yes and no. I play in several different games. But one of the games I've been playing in, the campaign has been going on for years. So that game, we get together and play every couple of months. But when we get together, we play for like 8 hours. But then I play in several other games, and those games are also, they're newer, but the game continues each time we get together. So it is possible that you could just hop from game to game or one shot to one shot, but I typically don't. But that's partially because I just don't have people to play with. What do we have here? Minion creatures are a concept that should be held on to. Also, I love the concept of bigger swarms, like giant swarms of tavern brawlers or street riders. See, I loved the idea of the minion to begin with. Like the, just the idea of having these Lobby monsters where a hero character can wade through them. It feels more epic and more cinematic. Adventure League. The Adventure League is mostly one-shots. I've never tried anything with them. Oh, it's never too late. And you can look for people if you hit a gaming store or even like the Roll20 website or something like that. You can always find somebody who's starting a group specifically for new people. Maybe I need to put back together a stream, and we could just do or not even a stream, but just a Friday night D&D game or something once every few weeks or once a month, and just run something for you, Squig. I'm not a great DM though. You should know that going in. That'd let you at least try it out. Most of the time I do. Some guy playing up a barb and messing up a one-shot. I love role-playing. I love tabletop especially. I love all things RPG. But I really do love doing the tabletop stuff, and it just sometimes it takes a lot to get ready. That's why I don't like to run a game more than once a month, because it just takes so much time to prep it. "4E was designed to be high fantasy, epic fantasy adventure. That's why the OSG troglodytes hated it. They don't want a balanced game, and they don't want to do anything but murder hobo." One of the reasons that a lot of my friends didn't like 4th edition... See, a lot of my friends liked the combat of 4th edition just fine. But they felt like they didn't get enough rules for the roleplay. And they're the kind of people who have to have rules to define everything. So they felt like 4th edition's main focus was on the combat with its systems. And there were no systems for roleplay in place. Why do these paladins want to kill me? I missed it. Oh, wow. Both the central HUD and the combat log can be minimized if you wish to explore the world with only character. I don't know how you do that, but that's kind of cool that you can get rid of it. Enemy spotted. Ludrana. Autopause spellcast. Flames of Devotion. You didn't bust it. I guess we're gonna have to kill a paladin and whatever Ludrana is.
Just say the word.
Smeech. Ludrana has a name, so we're gonna focus her down. We're gonna send our tank after this paladin. Chupa thingy, you can help with Ludrana.
Aye?
You help with the paladin. Break. Playing in an adventure with some friends in a maze as a barbarian. Recklessly running into a room full of treasure that would 100% turn into a CR20 treasure golem. That would have been funny. I just got a map the other day for a house mimic. It's a 5-stage battle map where it takes place outside of an inn, and then as the fight takes place, the golem, the mimic, the whole house becomes a giant mimic. It's awesome. Always been people's expectations. I've never been nervous about things, but every time I sense conflict or drama, I just back off. It is hard to get into a D&D group with people who have been playing for a while. It's tough because you worry that they're going to expect you to act in a way that they do. And you just got to be willing to go, I'm new, and you got to find people who are willing to go, he's new. But most gamers who have been playing a long time are just so excited to get somebody new into the hobby that they're cool with it. Managed to crit, bust down a wall, and killed the boss on the other side in one hit. Wow. Didn't even know the boss was there. Don't search off any. Well, no. You've got to just you got to set your mind to doing it. If you're going to get into a group, you got to just set your mind going, I'd really like to play. And then you either have a couple of choices. You either find a random group, find people you know who play, or go, hey, I've been thinking to people who don't play, I've been thinking about maybe learning to play some D&D. You want to learn too? And just start a group of entirely new people. Oh my goodness. This battle is nasty. Smeech is half dead.
Yeah.
Smeechimus at Smeechington? You better back off, buddy. You better corrosive siphon some people or something. I'm still on my bow. We do have 2 paladins over here now. Man, that took a lot of health all at once. I do love the effect. It looked beautiful. Those books do cost some money. Here's something that you can do. In case you're wondering, if you have a local gaming store that has a play space, most of them will loan you books. You'll have to use them in their building. You can use them in their gaming space normally, but a lot of them will loan you books so that you can learn how to play. Help him take that guy out, please. Somebody died. No, maybe not. Just Adir has been engaged in combat again. Okay. Aloth finished his ability.
Yes?
Oh, he's got other spells. What does he have? Archimir's dazzling lights overwhelms anyone in the area of effect with brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. Fan of Flames create a cone of fire in front of the caster, causing burn damage to anyone in the area of effect. Minor missiles. Summon 3 spells. The same thing that she just cast on me, I think. Go for it. Alright, Smeech, you finished that. Help kill this guy now. That's true. It would give you a chance to help those. One of my friends goes to a place to game and they gotta pay $5 to use the area per person. That's not entirely surprising. Some game stores do that, some don't. It depends a lot of times on how much space they have and how busy they are. Oh, Adir's weapon is ineffective.
Hey.
Fighter adopts a more conservative. You know what? In that case, Adir, you've got attention. Go after Ludrana. See if you can get around there and go after Ludrana. And instead of casting that there, he's already going to finish it, so we'll let him finish it now. There we go. Perfect. She's dead. So you just keep on tanking. Smeech, you keep doing that. Adir,
Yes.
you cast your Sunless Grasp. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. All right, Adir's weapon's still ineffective, but it's okay because all we really need to do is keep the focus. Oh, that was a cool spell! That skeletal hand came up out of the ground. That was awesome. I don't know what was going on here,
Just
but
say
we
the
won.
word.
We got some gold, some silver, mail armor, a helm that does nothing as far as I can tell, a large shield, whoops. And nothing special here. So we can put the mail on. Oh wait, he's got Saint's War Armor. Damage of the damage resistance of 7. Recovery speed is 35%. Pierce proof. And second chance. So that armor is not going to do us much good. we'll get rid of it or put it in here. Boom. But how about the shield? Loss of a lot of accuracy, but he's a tank, so he really just needs to keep attention. All right, MA, we'll see you when you get back. The sound is crisp and nice and good. Excellent. How's my sound? Am I outputting sound from the wrong output? Am I still sounding like I'm talking to a webcam? That would be terrible if I'm talking to the webcam instead of my main mic. Oh, nope, it should be the main mic. Okay, we should be good. Now I've lost my chat window. There it is. Okay. What is this? Gold Rot Shoe. Remove Gold Rot Shoe Crash. +3. Oh, it's a drug. I don't know if we're going to use a drug. I'm good. Okay. Thank you. And then she's got Ludrana's Grimoire. Only wizards can learn Grimoire spells. Wait a minute. I can learn spells from another wizard's... So we could learn this. Do we have to lose a spell, though? Cause a blindingly white, icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the area of effect. There's the Fetid Caress. And that's Necrotic Lance. So if I learn this, do I lose my current spell? 200 copper to learn Necrotic Lance. Oh, here, I should have read this box. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking on the spell in the left panel. The book UI, it's kind of cool because it feels like a little bit old school D&D. I don't know if I have the money to learn these spells, but I want to learn them. Can I keep the book, though? See, I'd have to unlearn one of these spells. Not in the grimoire. Right? I'd have to unlearn... Wait, if these aren't in the grimoire... $100 to learn that. Accept. Okay. You've learned a new wizard spell. Remember that you must add new wizard spells to a grimoire before they're available for you to... Oh, so he can learn the spells, but they have to be in his grimoire to use them. It's like his prepared spells. But can he move that? Yes, I can move that to his inventory, right? Yes, excellent. We'll give him the other wand as well. Ludrana's orders. It seems I have no choice but to provide you with instructions. Raedric's forces are spread thin, and the road through the wild to the south of Gilded Vale lies unguarded. Given these favorable circumstances, I'm sure that even you can manage to handle a peasant or two. The archers tell me that Kolsk's men made south after their escape. If you should happen to retrieve one of their number, I may be convinced to forgive your previous mistakes. Yes. Good night. For the last time, you were to keep clear of Defiance Bay. Know that if you cannot be trusted to acquire a useful specimen with even a modicum of discretion, I have no qualms whatsoever about using what materials I have at my disposal instead. Oh. So how do I actually see his spell book to prepare his spells? He's got those 4 prepared, I guess. Edit Grimoire. All right, so he can actually learn a ton of spells. We just have to choose which ones are in there. Dazzling Lights, Overwhelming. That I don't like AoE spells that will hit people who are, because it says anyone in the area. I'm assuming that means my people too. Although this appears as faux AoE, so maybe not. Creates a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies, granting the caster a high deflection bonus, which could be good. We have that Ghost Blades that I learned earlier, but is not in the Grimoire. I think I'm going to take this out. And put Ghost Blades in. As we get money, we can add more. I
Just
like
say
this
the word.
system a lot.
Leave it to me.
Hey, welcome back. I don't know. I just call you MA because it is. I've been calling you MA for so long. It is weird to me also to call you Matt. Wonder if it would be if we were hanging out in person. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. How odd is that, right? Like Baldur's Gate 2.5. It kind of is.
Saw you in the flames.
But I'm very much enjoying it, actually. This is what Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 would look like if made now. I mean, we got Baldur's Gate 3 getting ready to come out. That's probably what Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 would look like if it was made now. Squatting at the base of this statue is an incredibly ugly man. It's an incredibly ugly man. With bulging red cheeks, raked by pox scars and scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. True. No problem thinking of you as my brother by your name, but in the context of streaming or gaming, the name changes in my head. I get that, because that's what I was saying. Like, for a long, long time, I don't think I would have ever called you Matt at an Elderith event. Even if I was referring to you out of character, I would have still called you Gareth. You liked this guy? Hold on. Oh, Topher, that's terrible. That's terrible. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap. And then out of nowhere, there's a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
Oh, the statue is alive! The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn to this as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel.
His
It's only
face
you I
tenses
want to
with an
trade
iron
words
bear trap
with
smile
anyway.
ranges spring.
I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you.
Wait,
If not,
wait a minute. That's not a good way to refer to whoever Mogren is. I don't have enough lore or something to know anything about Mogren. Okay.
I didn't give it. You probably
I
find
like
names
this
as
guy.
useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter?
99% of the people there would never know who you're talking. That's true. So much so, in fact, that I am very good friends. Aaron didn't know my real name for like 9 months after I met him. He only ever knew me as Paramin. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people would have no idea what my real name was either. They would just say Paramin.
It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within.
The best part is,
It's more important
Paramin
to
is
me
much my
you're
real
a
name as
Watcher
any other
than
name to
whatever
me.
culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you
I'm
need a
liking
title
this
to
guy,
hang on me
Durance.
to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
How did you know I was a Watcher? I was a Watcher? Am a Watcher. Durance shakes his head and his hand curls tightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place.
I can imagine that being true. I totally can. I can actually even accept like I can go into a bank and cash a check written to Paramin, or even to Paramin Farstrader. It's great. Yeah. So to me, if that name was on my driver's license, it would make sense.
We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot. There's things we can teach each other, if you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions.
He's like, stop asking me questions. I don't want to answer questions.
I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight.
Wait, is he going to
which is
join us?
Considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
What kind of marks?
Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand.
He's a decent healer? Excellent. I need a healer. So we'll have a ranger, a warrior, a wizard, a clericies type guy, I guess. All we need now is the bard.
As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit. But it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
All right, well, you know what? If your stone mistress there allows it, you can come with
Her?
us.
Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
Okay, spend time traveling with Durance. I'm assuming, since it says spend time traveling with Durance, we're not going to keep Durance for for the entire game, is what it seems
What?
like to me. Durance's Grimoire. What do you have? Durance is a priest. Priests can have tons of spells. Armor of Faith. Barbs of Condemnation. Decreasing their deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Nice. Blessing, a call for divine favor that increases the accuracy and damage of allies in the area of effect. Nice. Divine Terror. Strikes fear to the hearts of the unworthy, inflicting a penalty to the accuracy on all enemies in the area of effect. Halt. Commands a single enemy to halt, causing them to temporarily cease all movement. Priest clears his or her mind, spreading that clarity to nearby enemies, thereby increasing their concentration and will bonuses. Prayer against fear, so protection from scariness. Restore minor endurance. So there's our heal. And then withdraw. Isolates a single target within a protective sphere, shielding them from harm while their endurance regenerates. And then our level 2 spells. He's got so many spells. What level is this guy? Creates a long-lasting circle of healing, regenerating ally endurance. Wonder how big that is. Divine Mark marks a target for retribution, inflicting burn damage and lowering deflection. Creates a zone of divine favor, increasing the might and resolve of allies in the area of effect. So priests are not just healers, they're also really decent buffers. Iconic Projection. Creates a slow-moving, energetic projection of the priest's faith, returning endurance to allies and inflicting freeze damage to enemies. Wow, okay. Very cool. Taps into subconscious uncertainties, reducing the speed of all enemies in the area of effect. Prayer against infirmity. Fortifies the health of allies in the area of effect, granting immunity to sickness and weakened. I wonder if that gets rid of sickness and weakened if you already have it. Or if it's just immunity and, like, if it's placed beforehand. Places a magical seal on the floor that sends enemies sprawling on contact, causing them to become prone. Like that. Although we know prone doesn't last long. Restore light endurance, so there's another heal. And it's an AoE heal. Suppress affliction, stifles detrimental conditions through sheer force of will. Temporarily suspends hostile status effects on allies in the area of effect. And let's see.
You don't want what I have, Watcher. Some flames spread easier than others.
3rd level priest. So is it a group of... It looks like I could fit 2 more people in the party. So is it your main character plus 5? I thought it was going to just be 5 total. This is hard to read over here. But let's see what he's got. Thought it said 5 additional. It may have said 5 additional. And in my head, I just caught 5 and thought that was it. Okay, so he's got Durance's Staff, which is a quarter staff that's 16 to 22 crush and burn damage. I don't know why I would ever use this rod. I don't know if he can actually use that wand or not. Is he wearing armor, padded, Durance's robe? +2 constitution and burn proof. Dang. Wonder if they have different gear if I had chosen to play on a harder difficulty.
Just say the word.
Up to 5 followers. Okay, so I can get 2 more. That is excellent. Adra formation. 11 companions you can recruit for your party. 8 appear in the original story campaign, and 3 appear in the White March expansion, which I do have. Oh, a fine greatsword. We're just stealing from the corpse. It's okay. I wonder if there are companion relationships in this game like there were in Baldur's Gate, where some of them just won't get along with each other. There's a ghost. The ghost walked around me. Okay, so the expansion should be done before the end of the game. It's not post-expansion stuff. I wonder... I'm assuming at some point I can just... I'll figure out when to do that. I'm hoping there is like a breadcrumb that will lead me into that at some point. Weapon properties are also things I missed from older editions of D&D. It's a cool idea for one on a YouTube channel the other day. Guy was dead. He didn't need it. Good point. Everyone kill the boars. Another graphics driver update. There's always another graphics driver update, isn't there? A point of no return in the story, so they'll tell you when you can't turn back. Good. Good. Wait, everybody just kill this boar. Alright, Durance, you should get back here. You're a healer and don't really need to be on the front line. You also could have second wind. The rest of you guys attack the boar. He had a attack, but I can't remember what it was. Didn't he have an attack spell of some sort? Divine Mark?
Lavaru beyond sea.
Aha! Very well done. Way to kill a boar.
Just say the word.
The basics of the idea was crappy version equals disadvantage on damage roll, normal, and then cool weapon equals advantage on damage roll. Advantage on a damage roll? So you would like roll your damage twice and take the higher score instead of like advantage on the attack roll?
Leave it to me.
That's fun. So if he had a chart saying how much you could repair a weapon or improve it, did that mean he had a way to make your weapons take damage? Like, did your weapon get damaged on critical fails or something like that? Yeah, I think we're about done with this map. Oh, forest troll.
Yeah?
How may I help?
You may cast these things at the forest troll.
Hey.
You may attack the forest troll. And you may cast Barbs of Condemnation on the forest troll. Everybody
Lava.
go. He didn't bring it up, but you could then also sell temporary buffs to your players, like an alchemical sheen. It temporarily improves your weapon status by one level. I love it. It adds, hey, you know, like I said, I kind of like a little bit of crunch to my game, and it adds a little bit of extra crunch. Just set it on fire. We're trying.
Just say the word.
Arcane Assault unleashes a bolt of magical energy from the grimoire that inflicts raw damage and dazes the targets in the area. Let's try it.
What?
You can go set him on fire now. Boom! We killed us a troll. We got some troll skin. I probably could have, yes. And I need to start doing that more. Volvano's Amulet of Reflex, and it gives you a healing bonus. Chewed letter. This piece of parchment is torn and flecked with blood and troll spittle. What little of it remains reads, worried he may have come to harm. Once I reach Defiance Bay, I will hire guards to take me back west in safety and see if we cannot find Volvano. At present, I regret my eagerness to be away from the Gilded Vale. It's very dark. And I think I just put that in here. No. Let's give it to you. Plus 25% healing received. That'll be good for our tank. Oh, but he already has a cape. Oh, the cape does nothing. The cape has no special awesomeness. Add some monster properties like stabbing a slime damages your weapon, and of course rust monsters. Right? What is the point of a rust monster if you're not ever going to break somebody's weapons? Okay, let's quick save before we go. Click this. Now we still have the only place we can go is Anslog's Compass, because you can't fast travel to places you haven't been to, it seems. And we have arrived on a beach. The two villagers stand by one of the tide pools. They're breathing harshly, clearly winded, and look up nervously as you approach.
Gods keep you.
If you're here to fish, as we were, stranger, you'll want to avoid the compass proper. The dwarven woman points to the southeast. Her companion shakes his head. A lot of ships wind up spread across the rocks here, so we didn't think much of the wreckage until we heard something. A terrible noise. I thought maybe it was a survivor, but he wasn't alive, moving, but not truly alive. It was awful. Corpses. Walking corpses. We don't want any part of it, whatever the cause. Might be we can find something in these tide pools and then we're headed straight home. All the time. It's a lovely place, but dangerous as anything to sail. Good fishing most days. She wipes her brow. I think we'll look further up the coast next time. Good tidings. Wait, do you hear that? We're about to be attacked by walking corpses, or not. That's just a Zorip. An army of Zorips. And look, she's got an actual spear. Everybody keep fighting. Oh, she died. I failed to keep them alive.
Not a problem.
Well, a Zorip spear. Wait, why? We want you to have this. And the spear. We want all the rest, I think, to go in the inventory. Oh, nope. Smeech still took it. is this regular spear? How does it match up to Smeech's current spear? 13 to 18 pierce damage and plus 5 accuracy. Well, it's got the accuracy. Oh, Smeech can't use a regular spear? Oh, yeah, he can. I just didn't drop it in the right place. Elder Gun, thank you very much for hanging out with me this evening. Have a good night. I hope to see you again soon. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know who else can do this. Your saber is maybe not. Oh, that's a fine great sword, though. He wouldn't be able to carry a shield. I'm not having him use a bow. So maybe we'll put the bow in here. Have his alternate weapon be the great sword. Scum save. Nah, not worth it. Same bad time, same bad channel. You know it. Thank you very much. Take it easy.
Just say the word. I'm on it.
See, like, if we're fighting Zorips, he could use that. He doesn't need a shield to fight Zorips. They're nothings. And let's do this. Let's have you switch to your secondary weapon also so that we can keep everybody else back. There are lots of Zorips down there, but I think it's going to be a pretty easy fight anyway. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's not nearly as good without the shield. Although he did heal. Well, how did he heal?
Just say the word.
We are still looking for some kind of undead that they saw. Ahoy there! Ahoy! What's up? Panamu Birdscorn. Kind of you to stop and speak, my western friend. And Amaua stands before you, his hair matted and once bright clothes in ruins. Equally ruined is his face, hatching of thin scars crossed by broader wounds. Magic. I don't have a Mr. Bean voice. Haven't you seen another kith since my ship went down? I do not suppose you're looking to lighten your purse. You were shipwrecked? Aye! We were transporting goods from the Deadfire. Wait, isn't Deadfire, isn't that the name of the next game? From the Deadfire to Defiance Bay, when a storm took us off course and ran us aground here. Only I survived. You're fighting thesauruses? And that made my mind immediately go, what would that be like? How could I make that a really cool encounter? And now you know why I love Spelljammer. True. Fighting thesaurus, that would be fun. You should consider sailing the islands of the Deadfire, friend. No more beautiful a realm exists in the whole of the world. I am called Panamu Birdscorn, chronicler of the Huana people. Strange, I know, but we do not choose our names, do we? I guess not. What are you selling? The ship's cargo, goods from the Deadfire, a few personal trinkets, all of the highest quality. I wouldn't sell them, but without coin, how am I to return to my homeland? if he enjoyed being attacked by living poop last night. He said he'd be back tomorrow. We'll see if he's here. I'd be interested to know. Okay, he's got a lot of really cool stuff too. I need to make so much more money. Look at this. Pistols. What class uses a pistol? All of the stuff he sells is awesome. Yes, they do. They do. I don't think we got to the living poop. Because they went in backwards. I'm not even sure they ever saw it yet. We didn't finish it. I don't know if I told you that. We didn't finish the module yet. We played that module for like, I don't know, 5 hours or so. It's not done. And a lot of them were like very much looking forward to playing the rest. No, they did not do the drain room encounter. But that might be because I don't know, I'd have to go back through the module and see how they entered. They entered it in a weird way. So basically all they've done is they did meet the spiders, they met the spiders, and they fought the boss. So they did all they've done so far is the straightforward parts. But both Aaron and Delson said that they would like to, if we were willing to let them, try running the module for one of their other groups as a test also. Yes, they went through the tower. Our barbarians always break things. I let our barbarian break in through the tower, but I gave it a DC of 24 to do so, and he still made it. Yeah, they were very much enjoying it. I think there's still a chance I will end up running the rest. Happens. Just the hardest way in. We're going to sell all that. So, I can keep going. It doesn't seem like it's real hard to come by basic items. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep the warbow though, in case I decide to step it up. Maybe I can enchant it. So that's not a lot. Someone had a saber. Oh, it was the fine saber I was thinking about. Well, I've got enough. I can learn another spell from the book now. "15 minutes. Thank you again for the heads up." Yeah, I should have been smart enough to look at that and go, okay, if they can open this from this side, they're going to bypass the entire dungeon. And kind of, railroaded them into doing the rest. You find yourself facing a towering woman. Her skin is the warm gold brown of a dying sunset with pale fish white patches at the throat and hands. Wavy red-brown hair pulled into tight braids around a stripe of bare skin that follows the curve of her skull, flows down over her broad shoulders.
Gods keep you.
She regards you calmly, evidently unsurprised to find you here at the edge of her camp by the water. Have you come for medicines and craftworks or to share the fire? She gestures at the large cauldron nearby. Who are you? My name is Branka. I lived in Gilded Vale a time, working as a healer and a midwife. Perhaps you've been to that place? You'll understand then why I might choose to come south. Actually fun that they bypassed the normal opening because that room was designed to introduce players to environmental hazards without killing them. Okay, so one of the things that I don't think anyone had really experienced enough when in the boss fight, when she manipulates the trash, I think that kind of took them by surprise, and I think that was good. They did overpower, partly because I think I had one more player than I had intended when I told you. I probably should have upped her power just a little bit, but it felt like they overpowered her very quickly. I think it was less than 3 rounds. But a part of that was also because it ended up being the first combat encounter and they had all of their abilities. They hadn't had anything to whittle them down at all. And which would have been solved if I had not let them find the secret door or not been able to open it from this side. Yes, lair actions. I don't think enough people are using lair actions. Enough of the people that I play with anyway. In any case, it is far more comfortable here by the shore where I can hear the water, and I still get visitors from time to time. Perhaps you're in need of something? What about the little Zorik? Who, Tana? He helps me gather ingredients, work the cauldron, things like that. He's been quite a help around here. The Zorip lets out a rattling chirrup and bares its teeth in what you guess is intended to be a cheerful expression. All right, well, do you have anything for sale? Certainly. Have a look. Oh, we can buy some potions. A balanced encounter in D&D should last around about 3 rounds. Well, then it was perfect. It was perfect then. I would have expected it to go longer because it was a boss fight. And like I said, it would have if I'd had a chance to take away some of the resources first. But as it was, still was a fun encounter. Wow, potions are very expensive. Stew, however, I don't really want to spend money. That's my real problem. Jabbers.
Just say the word.
Exactly. That was exactly what I was thinking. I should have done some stuff. It's been a long time since I ran a pre-made adventure, and I should have prepared a little bit better for eventualities like that. Made myself some more notes to be better prepared.
This fight is mine.
Gonna turn into another Baldur's Gate thing where you get a bag of holding and refuse to sell stuff or leave 90% of the stuff on the ground? No, I've been selling stuff left and right, man. When I put everything in the stash, and then except I still have all these armors that I evidently forgot that I had. I need to go back and sell stuff. Yeah, I think I had 5. I think I had 5 players.
Greetings.
Yeah, oh, that's the problem. Last time I only sold my weapons and shields, and I think I have all this armor that I forgot I had. We want to keep that cloak. I'm not going to keep the stuff in other, or sell the stuff in other. Maybe I will. I don't know if these hides do anything other than make me money, so maybe I should just sell those too. I don't know if those are a crafting material or not. It doesn't look like it, because it looked like all I can craft is potions and food. So there, now we have money. A year to come up with a sequel module? I don't know if it'll be a year, but probably 6 months. In D20's second campaign, Unsleeping City, I don't think I'd have ever truly understood what lair actions really could be. Really, Bleem is the king of lair actions in combat. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Notice he uses lair actions really well, and Matt Mercer abuses the crap out of legendary actions. Legendary actions is another thing I probably will need to learn to use at some point.
Yes?
I'm hoping this guy will stay with me because I'm going to add these spells to his grimoire, I think. Oh, we can keep it, and if I get another mage, they might be able to learn the spells too. That's awesome. I love that.
Indeed.
Just say the word.
Right, because the entire game, the entirety of D&D is 5th edition is based on that action economy, right? So if you don't give them additional actions, you're kind of really, really taking something out of a boss. It's for trying to metagame the crap out of everything. That is how you have to do it. We've got 5 minutes. We have no idea how big this map looks. This little cave looks pretty small. Maybe we can get through it in 5 minutes. Oh, Fungars! Sporelings. Oh, that is a very large one. Okay, this battle could be a little harder than I was thinking.
I'll go on ahead.
Everybody was sneaking. We want to give him back his shield. Nobody knows I'm here yet. So,
Just say the word.
we really need Smeech to get off a nice shot right here with some sneak attack damage. I'd like to get myself...
Can do.
Oh, we can't get any closer than this.
Ew.
Too late. We got seen. My other people are not as good at sneaking as I am. Everybody should be on the attack at this point. Why are we not attacking? I'm confused.
Just say the word.
Hey.
What?
Aye?
We might not survive this. I should have saved when I came in here. We're gonna need a heal. What is going on? Nobody else is
Hey.
fighting.
That's not very helpful.
Why does he not want to fight?
Just say the word.
No, I'm really confused here. None of my people are willing to engage in this battle. And this guy's gonna die because of it.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that guy died.
Aye?
Maybe he'll attack that there. Now he's going to attack. I'm not sure why he can't attack those. There we go. There we go. That's better. Maybe they were feared. I was trying to leave stealth, but it wouldn't. I couldn't quite get out. Couldn't figure it out. This guy's spell is going to hit no one because everybody moved now.
He won't show him the wind feather yet!
Okay, okay. I don't know. Let's see. We're still... That guy's almost dead. Okay, good. He's dead. You, come get this guy off of my other guy.
Yeah.
Smeet, you're gonna have to go at this dude. Chupa thingy, you go at this dude too. It's two...
What?
I cast a spell into nothingness. I can't cast another second level spell. But we can cast a first level spell right there. Yeah, it's there.
How may I
Now,
help? Ah, thank you.
come on. Okay.
Yes?
Get some attacks in, please.
What?
Maybe they don't have line of sight or something because they stopped attacking again. I am out of
What?
spells now. I'm going to have to rest to get my spells back. We still have this thing up here, and I'm not sure if I want to go after it yet.
Yeah.
It is. We're gonna go ahead and try to fight this one thing real quick before the end of the night. Before we call it a night. Oh, even though we don't have any spells.
What?
Just say the word.
Hey.
You just kill stuff. Chupa thingy, you kill that thing too.
The power would be on seek.
All right, all right. We're doing good.
Hey.
If you keep attacking,
Aye?
you can start attacking with your range now. Actually, you can still do this, I guess. I wonder if I can stack this. Stack a bleed?
What?
Hold on. Is there a number of... Maybe there's a number of charges on a wand. Maybe that's their problem.
Yes?
Maybe I can't because they don't have a wand to attack with. Oh, whoops. Smeet, you've got to get out of there.
Just say the word.
Yes? Hey.
I still don't know what's going on, why this guy won't attack. We'll have to figure it out later. All right, we killed the boss.
Just say the word.
Moss and mold cover bones like a blanket. Let's finish looting, and then we'll do a save, and then we will have to call it a night. We did get across an arbalist. And we grabbed some cave coral. And there we go. Bring everybody in. Huddle up. Hit our F5 button for the quick save. And that'll be the end of our evening. Thank you guys very much for joining me for the inaugural stream over here on YouTube. I hope you don't mind the switch too much. If you guys want to talk about whether you think this is going to work or whether you don't like it or whatever, feel free to talk about it in the Discord. And I hope it's something we end up liking. Thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow. Till next time, stay sharp and be excellent to each other. Have a great night.